love my sister. I do. We're just very different. Not a caretaker, okay? I'm not like a naturally giving person. I'm okay with admitting that. Plus, I have a mission to tell jokes to slightly offend people while making them laugh.
Oh, that's Entertainment Actors Theater of Louisville City. Just give you just a little bit of taste of it, so you want a little bit more. That is the latest production there at Actors Theater. Robert Barry Fleming, Executive Director, Artistic Director for Actors Theater of Louisville, and Erlina Ortiz, playwright, I hope I say it right, of La Egoísta. Was that close?
Yeah.
Very close. Okay, so we see that and they say dramedy. So there's drama, there's comedy. This is the latest production.
Yeah. Erlina's work is extraordinary. She's an extraordinary playwright. We're very privileged that we're getting her at the cusp of enormously big things for her. But this story is just so gloriously human and really rich, a family story. And as you say, it's funny, it's moving, it's enlightening, and I'd love Erlina to tell you a little bit more about its trajectory.
So where did this come from in you? Where did this story come from?
So many different ingredients, but the main ingredients are, well, I love comedy. I always grew up watching stand-up comedy and staying up late to watch comedy sets. So I think I always knew I kind of wanted to write a character that was a comedian. I also had an experience where I went through the healthcare system when I was very sick in my early 20s. And had a lot of thoughts about what that was like, and kind of knew, like, man, one day when I'm ready, I want to write something about this. So those were the two main ingredients. And I got a commission from a company called Live and in Color that was like, we want you to write a two-person play. And I already had this idea of comedy and having a comedian, and this idea of like writing from the perspective of someone going through the healthcare system. So that's how the two sisters came about. So one of them is a comedian, and she's kind of like about to take off in her career, and left the home when she was 17 and is very independent. And then her little sister is a very devout, religious person who has stayed home, taking care of mom, and is like playing that role in life. So the play kind of brings these two sisters back together after many years of not being together, and deals with the healthcare system and comedy, and there's some surprises along the way as well. I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, that's basically where the ingredients came from and how they add up.
Yeah, so she's not going to ruin it. You got to come see the play.
Right.
So when you have two characters that are mainly taking up the space of the stage and time, is that harder than maybe having 20? Does that make you delve in deeper?
In a way, yes. I wrote a play once that had 6 characters that were on stage almost the whole time together, and it can be a little hard to be like, wait, oops, this character hasn't spoken in,
oh, you know, I didn't
3
think
or 4
about
pages.
it that way.
I have
Yeah.
to like go back and make sure that like they're present in the scene. When it's just 2, it's a little easier to just, you know, it sounds a little nuts, but like I hear them talking to me in my head. So I basically just let them talk and then write down what I hear them saying, and from there it kind of goes. But yeah, I have to kind of shape a little bit, because sometimes they'll go on for a little while and then it'll be like, oops, the other one has to make sure that would she really let her speak that long before she jumped in or something like that.
Yeah, that's that artistic side that you all have that nobody else has. That's why they're in there talking like that. Was it a big, it is, that's what it is. You all have that artistic side. Was it a big deal to you? You were the winner of the 2022 National Latin Playwrights Award. We are learning, and it took us a long time in this nation to recognize everybody. Was that huge for you, for someone to recognize you for being, you know, that Latin person, being that person writing from that perspective? Did that matter to you?
It mattered when I saw who some of the other winners of the award had been, who were all folks that I really admired. So I felt really proud to be in a list with them. But yeah, I mean, it's it's always nice to be recognized for your work.
Right.
So, but I think in terms of like identity and perspective of that, I'm happy to be recognized as a Latina, but I'm also happy to be recognized as just a playwright, as a person doing this work across race and gender and all of those things.
Well, this is going to run February 8th through the 19th
Yes.
at Bingham Theater. You do not want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And then February 12th at 2 and February 16th at 7, there's a special performance, and it's going to be available in Spanish. Is that right?
There's going to be Spanish captions.
Okay, and that is so huge. Did we miss anything, Robert? I was sitting here just talking to Erlina so much I didn't give you a chance to talk.
Oh, that's what I hoped. Erlina's world, I just will offer, while it's a two-character play, it is so full of wonder and whimsy and joy and heart. She creates a real world that is just so captivating, and no matter your race, your gender, your orientation, this is a place that you will recognize yourself, because it's a story of siblings and family, and who doesn't have one of those in one way or another.
I also want to remind you that they're taking donations for the Kentucky Refugee Ministries. So that's bedding, sheets, toothpaste, anything that you would use at home. All of these things here, cleaning supplies, kitchen equipment. Please, if you make your way there, make a difference for Kentucky Refugee Ministries. It makes a difference when we can all do something to help each other. Thank you all.
Thank you.
So very much. Thank you all.